What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Cole. If you're new here, I'm a filmmaker. I've been doing my creative business for a little over a year now, and I want to talk about some of the biggest challenges that I have faced while running my creative business. Let's get into it. So probably the biggest challenge is actually even getting it started. For me, I was working at a full-time video job in a production company. It was very hard. I wasn't getting paid a lot, and I was just trying to learn as much as I could. And what really helped me was getting a camera and getting out there and shooting. Now, it took me a long time to actually feel confident enough and feel like I can do my own creative business full time. But over the course of a year or two working at this full-time video place, I started to just get out and shoot, and I was getting more confident. But it took time to actually network with people and build up a reputation of filming high-quality work and these things before I was actually able to consider really even starting my own creative business full time. So that was definitely probably the biggest challenge, is actually staying consistent enough to start it. So as I kept doing it, I got much better at filming, editing, color grading. Just always learning new things helped me keep moving forward. So I eventually did overcome this initial challenge by just being consistent and doing it for a long period of time, and I was able to get past this one. So my next biggest challenge once I actually started my creative business full time has to be staying motivated. So I was definitely worried about this when I was working full time before I decided to do my own business full time. And people always told me this, like, you have to be your own boss, you have to motivate yourself. And it's definitely true, because if you don't motivate yourself or anything like that, nothing is going to get done and you're going to feel really bad. So definitely staying motivated is a tough challenge to do when you're running your own creative business. And what really helps me is just getting out and exercising and walking. It helps me keep my mind fresh and helps with mental health, because there's a lot of ups and downs when you're running your own business, and it really just helps to exercise. I don't know how it works, but you just feel better and feel more creative. And also just getting up and running or walking first thing to start your day has definitely, it's made a big impact on keeping me motivated. Because if you just slouch around and watch TV, you're probably not going to get to work, and it's just not a good start to your day. So if you're not feeling motivated, it could be for a few reasons. Maybe you're just a little burnt out, or maybe you're just not creatively inspired. So what helps me is really just going and looking at other people's work that are much better than me, or people that just inspire me. It's like the vibe of the content they produce. It just gets you feeling good. Like, that's what helps me get started. Just maybe watching someone else's YouTube video, like a creator that I really like, or a music video, or whatever it is that gets me going, helps me a lot. Another thing that's specific to filmmakers is really just get out with your camera and just shoot stuff. Or even if you don't have a camera, just get your iPhone out and just go find like a cool composition outside and just go film stuff. You'll be surprised, just getting out and doing something will just get your brain activated, and you'll just be much more in the mood to start doing stuff. The next biggest challenge for me doing my own business was financial stability. Now, this can be difficult depending on many factors, where you live, your network. So many different things can, make this a scary thing for anyone starting their own business. And for me, it's definitely scary, because you have a freelance gig and you're like, oh, great, this pay is awesome, and or I'm working with this person, but in the back of your mind, you're just thinking like, oh man, am I ever getting hired again after this? Am I ever getting paid to shoot something with my camera again after this? And I feel like that just happens to everybody, and it's pretty normal. But it's definitely a big challenge when you have a stable job and you want to do something creative full time. It's just so scary to just get over it and get out there and just, risk it all, basically. So that was a really big challenge for me. My next biggest challenge that I didn't initially expect was that I just couldn't ever feel like I can take time off or stop working. It's kind of planted in your mind because when you're freelancing and you're making your own schedule, you kind of always feel like you have to be working or working on something or filming something or just doing something. It's just been playing in my mind whenever I try to relax of like, I can't sit here and watch this show because I could be making a YouTube video, or I could be blowing up on TikTok, or like just anything. I'm like, I'm wasting time, like that kind of vibe. That's been a real challenge for me ever since I initially started. And I feel like it came from when I was working my full-time job and trying to transition. I always had it in my mind of I had to be, when I got back from work, grinding on my business so I can eventually do that full time. And ever since then, it was just planted in my mind. And yeah, just I'm always sitting around like, I can't stop grinding, can't stop the hustle. Another big challenge that kind of goes hand in hand with that one has just been for me to try to enjoy other things, like other hobbies. I mean, this could just be a side effect of getting older or becoming an adult or whatever it is, but I'm always trying to just step away from filmmaking and editing and all these things and be like, okay, golf or this hobby or reading or something like that. And it's just very hard for me to step aside and get into one of those and just kind of be like, all right, I'm going to do this. I don't need to be filming or doing whatever. So another big challenge has to be the business side of doing your own thing. And that's going to be taxes and managing your money and write-offs and all those things. I'm still learning all of those. I'm gonna be real. Like I'm no expert in any of these, and I'm still learning how taxes work and write-offs. And this has been a big challenge because when you do your own business and you get paid, that money is not being taxed. So you have to take a percentage of that and set it aside for the end of the year taxes and all these things. So the IRS does not come for you, you know? That's been a big, scary thing that I'm learning to improve at. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.